Hello everybody, hope you're having a fantastic day today. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Today, I want to be talking about the advanced drag or just fishing reel mods in general. These are not the marks, these are different mods that you can put on the fishing rod. I feel like this will help you guys get those fish that you may be having trouble getting. Let's get into it here. Okay, so let's get into the mods here and the ones you will be looking for. Now, this has nothing to do with the mark. You will get this from, catching the fish, but this is basically what's going to help you get these mark challenges done. Now, I do recommend the advanced drag or at least the improved bearings. Stay away from the steady handle. If that's your only mod, use the standard hook. Trust me, you do not want to be using that. The advanced drag is probably the best, and then improved bearings is good as well. And these will help you catch those fish, guys. This may be why you're not able to complete those challenges for the Mark III. I truly believe you need that advanced drag or at least the improved bearings to complete that with a little bit of ease. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it definitely helps. Now, in order to get these mods, you can do the daily quest here, Big Fish in a Small Pond, and it's just going to bring you over here to the Fisherman's Rest, where you can speak to Captain Raymond, and you can only do this if you've done the original fishing quest, but if you haven't, you can just do it quickly, which I will show, and then you can do the daily right afterwards. But yeah, basically, the captain's going to send you to a certain location on the map, whether it be Savage Divide or whatever, and you're going to have to catch 7 fish. You can see he's sending me to the ash heap here, so I need to go over to the ash heap and catch 7 fish. You do not need to go exactly where they're telling you in the little circle. You can fish anywhere in the ash heap or the Savage Divide, wherever it sends you. Just throwing that out there. Although Lake Reynolds is a great place to catch fish. Now, while we're fishing here for our 7 fish for the daily, I just want to talk about why these mods are so important, especially if you're going for that Mark III. I hear people are having trouble catching the leatherback and catching the deathjaw. I just want to say, guys, it may be because you don't have the top 2 mods that I was talking about earlier on in the video. You do want to be doing this quest as much as possible in order to get these mods, and I'm telling you, these fish do exist, and you can catch them. I was in the same situation, guys. It frustrated the heck out of me, but once I got these 2 mods, it made a world of difference, and it all just started coming together. So, like I said, they do exist, and I'm sending you guys the best of luck for the mods and the fish. Now, back to the daily. Once you've caught your 7 fish, you will be able to go back to the Fisherman's Rest, and it's just as simple as walking up to a ledger and clicking on it. And when you're done that, the daily will be done, and you will have a chance to get a plan for one of these mods. Now, like I said, I'm sending you guys the best of luck. I know, this isn't like Gatling Plasma RNG or anything like that, or Enclave Mod, RNG. You just got to keep at this, and you will get these plans. And there is a way to farm this. And it is literally as simple as starting a new character. So if you have at least 1 free character slot, all you have to do is start a new character, go out the vault, do the initial fishing mission, do the daily, and basically rinse and repeat. You will be able to drop these plans. Now, I do just want to go through this quick just to show you how to get this done as fast as possible. Basically, start a new character, name your character G. You will thank me later when you're deleting it. Put on your Pip-Boy, and then once we're out of our room here, you can just leave Vault 76. I'm going the way that I'm showing you here. It'll tell you that they want you to eject the Overseer's holotape or something like that. You do not have to do that. You can just run right by it like I'm showing and run right out of the vault. And yes, I know, this seems really tedious. It's going to take more than a couple of minutes, but everything you do, or don't do, I should say, will add up time-wise. And I feel like after a while, like I said, I'm going to send you guys the best of luck. I'm sure you will have to do this more than a couple of times to get at least those 2 top mods, the advanced drag and the improved bearings. Those are the 2 best ones, and I would do this at least until you get one of those 2 plans before you go for that Mark III at least. If you want to catch the local legends, they're almost a must in my opinion. And yes, once you're done creating your character, making your way out of the vault, I would just do the level 20 thing. Just click, 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 click as fast as possible. You'll be a commando build. it doesn't really matter. We're just exiting the vault and we're trying to get these done as fast as possible. Now, when you come out the vault, shout out to the comments from my previous video, people telling me about this. You can come right out of the vault and you can read this letter here, and it will put the Fisherman's Rest fast travel location on your map, so you don't have to run over there or rely on somebody being over there. This will totally save you some time. Now, you're gonna have to do the initial fishing mission over again. So it's not really hard. You just talk to these guys and then you have to catch 3 fish. It's quicker than doing the daily, actually. Catch your 3 fish, and then I do recommend that you cook your bits before you talk to the guy again, just because he will have you cook them anyway. If you cook them first and then talk to him, he won't ask you to cook them, and then you can just, you know, put the bits in the trough there, and then your initial fishing mission is over again. I just wanted to run through it quickly here in case you can't get the daily to pop up, or basically if you haven't done the fishing mission yet, this is basically how you do. You need to do this first before you can even do the daily. So once you're done talking to him and you've cooked the fish bits, you just put them in the trough here like I was saying, and then you go back and talk to him, and then you will have access to the daily. And you can do this over and over again. You can, you know, get the plans, drop them however you drop them, and then delete the character and do it again. And you can do this more than a couple of times in an hour if you're very quick or you have a little bit of luck. So, like I said, guys, best of luck. I hope you get these mods ASAP. And again, once you're done casting off, now you'll be able to do the daily again. Here's big fish in a small pond, and here we go all over again. So make sure you talk to the captain again. You're not going to know where to fish unless you talk to him anyway. He's going to send you to a certain region, and you will have to catch 7 fish and then come back to him, fill out the ledger again, all that stuff. You can see he's sending me to the Savage Divide this time, so I'm going to have to go to the Savage Divide, catch 7 fish. And I just want to say as well, too, now that you're a new character, you will not have a lot of fast travel places, so you're going to have to rely on people's camps or events or something like that. Hopefully you don't have to run too far. This is probably the slowest part of farming this. Hopefully you have, you know, someone's camp like this gentleman right here I was able to get to a spot in the Savage Divide here. I knew their camp wasn't far from a lake here, due to meat week, actually. If you know, you know. So I just want to make sure you guys know you do expect to run a little bit, because you may not just be able to fast travel, or you can just hop servers and hope for the best. I just feel like that may take a little bit extra time doing that, when you could just maybe run there from the closest location that you can get to. But trust me, you're going to see there's not a lot on the map to fast travel to when you're making a new character. But once you get through that part, you catch your 7 fish, fill out the ledger, rinse and repeat, and just hope for the best. Again, sending you the best of luck, guys. I'm still trying to get a couple of mods as well for my friends, so I'm farming this as well. Thought I would make a video on it and just make sure you guys know that you can farm this. I really hope you guys don't get too many fancy desks, and just keep at it here. Like I'm showing here, you gotta just keep at it. Keep in mind, if the captain does send you to the mire to catch your 7 fish, you know, I know it's, you know, just pointing it out just in case you didn't think of it like I did. You can just fish right there at the Fisherman's Rest. So just keep that in mind, save a little bit of time. And again, just hope for the best, guys, you know, over and over again. And I really hope you get it first try, actually. I really do. And just keep at it if you don't. That's, you know, all I can tell you guys to do. I'm going to show the mods here again just to show you guys the best ones and the ones you will be going for. Advanced drag is definitely my #1 pick, so if you get that one, you're good to go. Improved bearings, at least. If you get the improved bearings, maybe go for the advanced drag, but the improved bearings and a Mark II should have no problem catching the fish you need to. And then, of course, we're gonna have to drop these. Now, I do suggest you drop the improved bait. You'll get 10 every time you do this, so it's not a bad improved bait farm method as well. And I like to take the antibiotics as well, just because, you know, it's nice not to have diseases. And, of course, I had to drop this to myself this time, so I have a private server. I would not suggest doing this in a public server. If you do not have access to a public server, then, or sorry, a private server, then maybe this isn't for you, or at least have a friend help you guys do this, everybody. Do not leave this in a public server, and try not to get back to it, especially if you get that advanced drag. Make sure you give it to a friend at least, and then you should be good to go. And then delete the character like I'm showing here. You know, you got to type in 1 letter. It should be right there in the middle of the keyboard. Rinse and repeat, and start all over again, guys. Again, I just want to suggest, make sure you have a friend if you're trading these. if you do not have a private server. It's even, stressful in a private server. You never know. The server could lag out, time out. You never know. Also want to suggest, if you can drop some grilled fish for your character in a private server and do this somehow, the grilled fish will speed up this a little bit. It will help you catch the fish a little bit quicker. Just thought I would recommend that as well. It could slow you down just trying to do that. And yeah, that's pretty much it, everybody. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew the importance of these mods, how to get them, how to farm them. Let me know if there's anything in the comments that I may have missed. Really appreciate you guys taking the time to do that. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Have a pleasant evening.